Hey guys, quick recaps here. Today we'll be looking at a 2014 horror thriller movie called It Follows. Spoilers ahead, watch out and take care. Oakland University student Jay goes on a date with her new boyfriend, Hugh. That night, Hugh points out a young girl in the back of the theater. When Jay says she cannot see the girl, Hugh becomes unnerved and asks that they leave. On another date, Hugh and Jay get intimate in his car, but afterwards, he incapacitates Jay with chloroform and she wakes up tied to a wheelchair. Hugh explains that she will be pursued by an entity that only they can see and which can take the appearance of any person. If it catches Jay, it will kill her and pursue the previous person to have passed it on Hugh. After they see a naked woman walking toward them, Hugh drives Jay home and flees. The next day, the police cannot find the naked woman or Hugh, who was living under a false identity. At school, Jay sees an old woman in a hospital gown walking towards her, invisible to others. Jay's sister, Kelly, and her friends Paul Bolduan and Yara Davis agreed to help and spend the night in Jay and Kelly's house. That night, someone smashes the kitchen window. Paul investigates but sees no one. Inside the house, Jay sees a disheveled, half-naked woman walking toward her. When a tall man enters the bedroom, Jay flees the house. Her friends catch up to her at a nearby playground. With the help of their neighbor, the group discovers Hugh's real name Jeff Redmond and traces him to his address. Jeff explains that the entity began pursuing him after a one-night stand, and that Jaime can pass it on by having sex with someone else. Greg drives Jay, Kelly, Yara, and Paul to his family's lake house and teaches Jay to shoot a revolver. The entity arrives in the form of Yara and attacks Jay on the lakefront. Jay's friends ward it off by breaking a chair over its body, and Jay shoots it in the head. But it recovers unharmed and attacks Jay again, this time taking the form of a boy who lives next door to Jay. She flees and Greg's car crashes into a cornfield and wakes up in a hospital with a broken arm. Greg has intercourse with Jay in the hospital, as he does not believe the entity exists. Days later, Jay sees the entity in the form of Greg walking towards Greg's house, smashing a window at Greg's house and entering. Jay tries to warn the real Greg by telephone, but he does not answer. She runs into the house and finds the entity in the form of Greg's half, a naked mother knocking on his door before it jumps on Greg. On a beach, Jay sees 3 young men on a boat. She then undresses and walks into the water. Back home, Paul, eager to take the risk, offers Jay the opportunity to pass it on to him, but she refuses. The group plans to kill the entity by luring it into a swimming pool and dropping electrical devices into the water. Jay, waiting in the pool, spots the entity and realizes it has taken the appearance of her deceased father. Instead of entering the pool, it throws the devices at her, firing at an invisible target. Paul accidentally wounds Yara but shoots the entity in the head, and once covered by a sheet, it is shot once more, causing it to fall into the pool. As it pulls Jay underwater, Paul shoots it again and Jay escapes. She approaches the pool and sees it filling with blood. Jay and Paul get intimate. That night, Paul drives through town, passing prostitutes. Later, Jay and Paul walk down the street holding hands as a figure walks behind them, indicating that the curse will never end and the entity is still alive. Thanks for watching. See you soon for a new movie. Drop a like and comment what movie you want to see next.